Hey everyone, welcome back to the Nightmare Toys podcast. I am Brian, and with me as always,
Dylan.
And Christy.
And today we are going to be talking about Zombie.
Yes.
Or, I guess depending on the part of the world you're in, Zombie 2.
Right.
Yeah. Or zombie flesh eaters,
Or zombie
like
flesh eaters,
19
yeah.
other names.
Yeah, there's tons of names.
Flesh-eating zombies. All the different titles because, why not just keep it as one?
Right.
Yeah. I like Zombie 2 just because I think it's fun, and I like spelling it without the E.
Without the E.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too.
I mean, not for any
It's
particular
unique.
reason at all.
No, it's just unique. I like it like that too.
It just looks
I
cool.
agree.
I guess my ultimate favorite way would just be zombie with no E and not 2. But I don't think that one exists.
Well,
It might.
So, the reason why it was called Zombie 2 is because in Italy, Dawn of the Dead was released as Zombie.
Mm-hmm.
So they tried to piggyback off of that without Fulci's knowledge. And
Well,
it became
against his
Zombie.
will, anyway.
Well, yeah, against his will.
He lost that fight.
So luckily it was just called Zombie here in the States,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which I think works out better.
Yeah, because I mean, it has nothing to do with Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
I suppose it could be seen as a prequel, maybe, but that would just be really random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in Dawn of the Dead, like, you don't see at all like how the apocalypse starts or whatever. It's just kind of like as soon as you start the movie, everything's shutting down. Then the news is about to go off the air and everyone's running away already. So, where with Zombie, you don't see the like patient zero, but you pretty much see like the medical camp zero or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Like so it, and that's one thing I like a lot about Zombie is that it takes place in like Haiti and so it's kind of it like kind of ties into like the real root of the word zombie and all that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
then
they
it,
put the bit of the voodoo and stuff
Yeah, the
in
voodoo
there.
one.
hmm yeah, I liked when they're talking in the car about like how if like if it's voodoo this or if it's that, like there's got to be like a medical like physical reason for it, and so that's what the doctor is after, is trying to figure out what's going on and why the dead are raising
Yeah.
coming back to life. But yeah, I love the intro to the movie.
Yeah.
It's one of the coolest like opening shots.
Yeah, like it just starts off with a gunshot
Mhm.
before you
Yeah.
even get to like the credits.
Yeah. Just like it literally just begins, and like the very first shot is like pointing the gun right at the audience, so that's fun.
And then boom.
Yeah,
And
and
then the paint blood effects
yeah,
of the 70s.
I
yeah,
love the gore and the special effects in this though, and all the different looks of the zombies and stuff. I love
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
yeah. Giannato De Rossi and his whole crew did the makeup effects, and yeah, some of the coolest like zombie designs of all time, and they're like really like crude and basic. I mean crude sounds mean, but I say that with affection.
No, I mean you're right. Yeah.
They're really like very like they were just using like clay basically to like on the face to like build up the nasty effects and all that.
Well, one of them really looks like cracked mud.
Oh
Like
yeah,
his face
Yeah.
really looks like cracked mud.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Special in the underwater.
Yeah.
that's my favorite.
Which, yeah, I like that like with the underwater, the zombie is kind of like a blue tint
Mm-hmm.
to kind of make it stand out more.
How funny
Yeah.
is that scene though? I know the first time I watched this, I was like, okay, so here's a naked chick. We got our naked chick in the water.
Hell
Here's
yeah.
that moment, right? Okay, cool. So I guess they're just doing this just to have a naked chick, right? And then here comes a shark. Okay, well, here's a shark. Maybe the shark's going to eat her. All right, cool, And then here's a zombie in the water. She gets away, and then the zombie's fighting off a shark. I mean, how fun is that?
Yeah, I love that scene. The first time I watched this movie, I didn't know any of the background or anything on it, and I was just like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
like there's no like because there is a little bit of how they were able to do it and all that, but no matter what, they're filming a guy fighting a shark.
Yeah.
Like there's no like how'd they do that? And
Yeah.
and I mean you can get into how like they made the shark really tired because they caught the shark and then they just swam it in circles around the boat for like hours until it was exhausted. And then the zombie like is like that actor like only had one arm, so they put like a fake arm on him, and so they got the shark to bite that arm and like rip it off and swim away. Like it's incredible that they got all those shots. Like you could never ever do that today.
Right.
It's just so cool.
and it helps that they fed the shark before.
Right. So the shark wasn't hungry at all. You know, like so they fed the shark. It was lethargic because it ate a lot, and they swam it around the boat for like hours. So it was just really tired. But it doesn't matter. You know, I mean, like it does matter, but
it's a tiger shark. It will.
Today, like I mean, there's no like, well, he was hungry. He wasn't hungry, and he was tired. Like so, you can't film someone like swimming with a shark or fighting a shark like that. You know, it's not on Discovery Channel or whatever. Right. Like it's literally just this like skeleton crew going out and like catching a shark and filming. It's incredible. But what we were kind of touching on with the makeup of the underwater zombie, it's really cool. One of my favorite parts is how like his flesh is like coming off in the water, and it's all like floating. It's like murky and nasty, and it's so cool. And that was like an accident because they like would sculpt up with like some like plasticine clay or something like that, some oil clay on the face, and then they would cover that with latex to make it look all fleshy. But because he was underwater, the water was like starting to pull the prosthetics off, and the clay was like dissolving, and so that like murky nastiness of the flesh is like just a total accident. But it's so cool. Yeah, I love that.
Well, when was the first time y'all watched the movie?
So I saw it, I think early teens. It was on like IFC or something like that, and it was just by accident. I just saw the name zombie. I'm like, all right, cool, let's see what it is. And like I appreciate it more like today probably than I did as a kid. Like as a kid, like I could tell you like the only things I would remember about it is the shark scene, and then the scene with the splinter in the eye from the door.
Oh yeah,
because that's still like one of the most memorable scenes in like any zombie movies. And then kind of like rewatching it like through the years, you know, all the makeup effects, and I think it's good that it's not overdone with zombies,
right?
And there's a good amount of them, but it's not like George Romero like ramped up number.
And you see a bunch of different types of zombies too, which I like. 'Cause you're like, ooh, what's the next zombie gonna look like? And
and every zombie has like a different like stage of decay going on.
I like some of the ones where all the blood's just coming out and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah, like the most famous one, the worm zombie,
right?
The poster zombie, is just like a really cool design, and I just love the way that he comes out of the ground. Like you don't see that often in zombie movies. You see it a little bit. Like,
okay, so I have a question about that though, and I had to rewind it and play it again when he came up out of the ground. Did you notice? And maybe I even asked Philip, and he noticed it too once I replayed it. There's a part when he's up out of the ground, but they didn't have his outfit on him. Like you can see his shoulders, his skin.
Oh, yeah?
Like it looks just like his skin. And then the next shot, you could totally see, you know, the outfit that he's wearing. Like it was like a mishap type thing.
Yeah,
I had to go back and rewind it, and I was like, is that just his shoulders? Did they, edit this wrong? Is this wrong? I went back, and I mean, you don't see his outfit on him at all. You just see like the makeup and whatever's around right here and around his neck, and then you see his shoulders.
That's funny.
I noticed that.
Yeah, I mean, and the movie was like a skeleton crew, like really low budget, so it doesn't surprise me. And I'm sure if you look for it, you'll find a lot of like stuff like that.
Weird,
I would imagine it has something to do with the fact that he was like underground, and so.
Well, yeah.
I mean, but it doesn't really make much sense to me though, because it's like you want the clothes to be dirty, so you may as well bury him in the clothes.
It's one little shot, real split second. I was like, is that his shoulders? And and it looked like it to me still, and even Philip said it looked like it to him too. But because I didn't see the cloth of his outfit or any of the decay on the shoulders, like that's on his face. And then when you see his whole body, you see the decay coming all the way down here, and you see his outfit, and there's the one shot, it's not there.
Some of them, especially like with the face makeup, like because they'll some of the zombies will have the makeup like not go all the way up to the eye,
Mm-hmm.
so you see the actor's eyelids, and it's just normal.
Yeah, and they did that makeup so fast, and they were pretty much like inventing how to do that stuff on that movie. Like, I think there was literally like 3, maybe 4 people doing the makeup on that movie, and so they probably just thought that you weren't going to see it. You know, like they were like, oh, that'll be
Right.
out of frame, and then it wasn't. And then like, well, we need the shot,
It was just
so they just
editing,
used
I
it.
think, I bet.
Yeah, well, yeah, all that together.
It's just funny to me.
Yeah,
And then you're mentioning that, so I was like, I don't know
yeah,
if y'all caught that or anybody else catch that. I don't know.
yeah.
I think my favorite zombie is the boat zombie,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
just
he's-
because it's such a massive, work that they have to do for it.
Mm-hmm.
it's the first one you see, isn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's cool because like the boat's just totally like abandoned, and then he's so fat.
And he just comes busting through the door.
Yeah, and he's got blood
Just
all over
gross
his
and-
mouth, so he just ate everyone on that boat,
Yeah. yeah.
bones and all. But yeah, because he's just on this like long boat ride, and he just feasted on. Maybe a couple people, maybe they were able to get away and drown in the ocean, but I think it's supposed to be implied that he pretty
Yeah.
much ate everyone on the
Yeah.
boat. 'Cause he's so big, and I like the idea that like you can still gain weight after you're dead if you eat 10 people.
Funny.
But yeah, I love that one too. I love that design.
When was the first time you watched this movie?
I was probably 14 or so.
Oh, okay.
Like I went on like a crazy zombie binge. I think the first zombie movie I ever saw, I think was the Dawn of the Dead remake.
Very first zombie movie ever?
I think so. It's the
Really?
first one I
Oh,
remember
okay.
watching. But then like that day, that same day, they were like, yeah, this is like a remake. And I was like, oh, well, let's watch that one. And then we watched the original, and I was like, oh, I'm never watching that remake again. I liked it for the 1 hour, like just because it was probably the first zombie movie. I don't know, though. It's hard for me to know for sure. Like, I can't remember. Maybe, yeah, no. Like, when did Shaun of the Dead come out? Those are like the early ones I remember
It
seeing.
was like early
Early
2000s.
2000s.
Yeah,
was
'Cause
like
I was born
around-
in '93, so like I think when Shaun of the Dead came out, I was pretty young,
Yeah.
and so but I remember seeing it around when it came out. So maybe Shaun of the Dead was actually the first one I saw. I really don't know, but anyway, so I saw those movies, and I just loved the original Dawn of the Dead so much that I just became completely obsessed with zombies, and I just watched like every movie that I could find. So zombie wasn't too far away, I think especially just researching Dawn of the Dead, and then obviously they're kind of tied together, even though again they're not really, but also they are kind of, because Dawn of the Dead was like half an Italian production, like it was Italian money, and they used Goblin for like half of the score and all that. So it has like definitely an Italian feel to it more than like other Romero movies.
Yeah,
But
I can see that.
Return of the Living Dead's my favorite zombie movie, though. Just while we're talking about zombies,
Yeah.
like it's definitely my favorite. We should talk about that one in detail one day.
Yeah, we should.
But yeah, that one's definitely my favorite, and it's always been my favorite, and it'll never be topped. Well, actually, that's not necessarily true. The original Dawn of the Dead was my favorite for a really long time, and then Return of the Living Dead, I was like, yeah, there's just no better zombie movie than this. So I think Dawn of the Dead's probably my second, and then Zombies my third, and I go back and forth on that.
Yeah, I always go back and forth on which one's my favorite.
Oh, which ones are your favorite?
Well, Night of the Living Dead, of course, is my favorite, and that's the first one I watched. Of course, reruns. I wasn't born in the '60s, so of course reruns of that. And then I don't know. I never, when I was a kid, I wasn't into zombies too much. So I never did watch this until just a few years ago, actually. And I love it. I love the gore in it, and I love the Italian horror. I do like the remake of Dawn of the Dead, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I really do enjoy that one. I know you don't like that one.
I'm the minority, though. Like most people do. Like you like it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you just dislike it because of the director.
I mean,
Is that what it is?
I don't dislike it because he directed it. Like he directed it, thus making it a terrible movie. So yeah, I don't like it. Like if Zack Snyder came out with a great movie, I would like it, but he never has. I absolutely hate Zack Snyder's work. I met Zack Snyder, actually. He's a really cool guy. And he's like, oh, I was like, you're Zack Snyder, right? He's like, yeah. He's like, are you a fan? I was like, no, I actually really don't like any of your movies. And he's like, oh, that's fair. He was a really cool guy. I have nothing against the guy. I just really hate every movie that he's ever made.
Funny.
But yeah, he worked in the same office as like my brother's girlfriend at one time, and you could like bring your dogs to that. It's a random story. You could bring your dogs to that office or whatever. And so Zack Snyder just loves my brother's dog.
Oh.
And so like we were just hanging out with the dog, and then so he was there, and so I was like, I kind of knew that Zack Snyder worked in that building because my brother had told me, so it was already on my radar, and so I was just talking to him for a while, and then I was like, you're Zack Snyder, and he was like, yeah. It was just funny. He's making millions of dollars. He didn't care that I don't like his movies.
Right.
He's a cool guy. Nothing against him.
There you go.
Yeah, don't like any of his movies
That's fair
at
enough.
all.
Well, I like Zombie. I think it's great.
Yeah, Zombie's awesome. I mean, like for the reasons that we said already, but at the end, I love the shot of all the zombies on the bridge.
On the bridge, yeah, it's a really
so
cool shot.
And they stole that.
My favorite is when they're on the boat and they think they're getting away, and then they're listening to the radio, and then it's saying, "Oh no, they're everywhere," and then the look on their face, and it's like, oh crap.
And then the guy starts changing in the room that he's locked in too. So
I think that's a neat moment.
Yeah, it's a cool circular
Because
timeline,
Yeah.
where they're like, obviously it starts with the boat coming into New York, and it's like the first, like zombie or whatever that gets to the States, and then they leave, and they go and do all this stuff. It's like, oh, there's all these crazy zombies on this island. Then they get back, they think that they're safe, but then they're not only are they bringing another zombie with them on the boat again, but then it's already completely overrun with zombies.
So that just makes it even more freakier at the end. You're like, oh no,
Yeah, they think they're getting away from it. It's great.
I'm surprised that they didn't like piggyback off that for Zombie 3.
Yeah.
Because Fulci just went off and did his own thing again. Like he didn't want to do like a straight continuation of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still haven't seen Zombie 3 actually, or 4 for that matter.
They're good.
Did you see those?
Yeah, I have them. Yeah, I own them. I probably should have brought those too to show.
Yeah, they're on my radar.
It when some of my favorite parts in the movie are when they bite people. Like every bite was just like
It's different.
Really
like,
gross.
Yeah, different, and then flesh, and I don't know. I love the bite. Every time they bit somebody, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, it's funny too because I always talk about how like I hate gore and stuff. And then
good,
Zombie's
though.
one of my favorite movies,
It's
and
a lot
there's
of
a
gore.
lot of it. Yeah, but I like that. Like zombies, I like like a real human like cutting another human's gross to me, but like a zombie ripping flesh out of a neck is fun.
Yeah.
That's what I think though that my favorite kill in the movie though is with the eye, because the zombie doesn't like physically bite her or anything. He pulls her right into that shard of wood.
Yeah,
And it goes just like straight in.
It's so long,
And it's like, it's probably one of the gnarliest scenes in the movie.
Yeah, and it still looks really good. I mean, you can tell it's fake, obviously, but it looks better than if they did it in CG today.
Right.
Like, I mean, like either one looks fake, but like
practical effects
just
are
much
better.
Yeah, it's like that one still look, and like that's another one that was really funny. Like they tell a story about the effects on that, and they never tested it. They just kept saying like, oh yeah, like I'm working on it. They never tested it, and then the day came they had to do it, and so they just did it. And I guess he had only finished painting one like side of the face or like one eye. Like that's why it's actually shot in a profile, because he didn't have enough time to like do her like whole prosthetic or whatever.
Okay.
So it's just that one eye, but yeah, it's gross. But just the leading up to it too is just like so long and Fulci.
You just see like it like zooms in on the splinter, and then it like goes back to the eye, and it's almost kind of like Argento, I guess, in a way. But then it finally gets to the moment where it does like the side view, and you just see it go deeper and deeper in, and you
It's
see
so
like
slow.
the ooze coming out,
Yeah.
and then it cuts back to the open part of the door, and she's just like screaming with the giant chunk of wood just sticking in her eye.
Yeah. Just the sound on that's really funny too, because so like Grace was working on a puzzle last night while I was watching it, She's like, I'm glad this is on in the background. And then you just start like thinking about, and it's like, it's so long. Like, and it's just so, like, it's like so intense for like 2 minutes straight of just like screaming. And it was pretty funny. But yeah, Fulci just has like a crazy eye fetish. Like all of his movies have really weird eye stuff in it.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, all of them that I can think of. And but that one, because it's cool, because even like before you know that that's gonna happen to her or whatever, you're like, damn, that chick has crazy eyes. Like just like that actress, or I don't know if she was wearing lenses or what, but she had like just like beautiful and
eyes.
weird, crazy, like piercing eyes. And that's like the first thing you notice about her, at least me, like that I would notice about her. And
did
so
too.
it's like, of course, then she's the one that gets the crazy eye thing. It's like she was cast 100% because of the way her eyes
Well, they
looked.
did a whole close up onto her eyes.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah,
so,
they build up to it a lot.
yeah.
But what are other Fulci movies that y'all
Well, that's
like
what I
a
was
lot?
gonna ask. I was just about to ask. Is this your favorite Fulci movie? Is this y'all's favorite? I know for me, mine is Gates of Hell. That's my favorite. So.
Also has 10 different titles.
Yeah.
Yes.
City of the Living
City of
Dead.
the Living
Dead.
Dead. Gates.
Yeah.
For me, growing up though, it was Gates of Hell, and that was like the movie that was you always heard that was banned. It was either Gates of Hell or The Faces of Death, and like those were like the movies all the kids around me just wanted to go find and watch because it was just like, you know, unheard of to watch those, and they're all banned. And so that for me growing up, it was those. But yeah, I love Gates of Hell now.
Yeah, Gates of Hell is awesome. I prefer that title too.
Yeah, I do
Gates of
too.
Hell's
That's
cooler.
why I'm saying it.
Yeah.
Me too.
City of the Living Dead.
No, like
There's all this
Gates of
like
Hell.
trying to capitalize on the titles of other movies and stuff, you know, like, to sell.
So for me, I actually got two that I really love. House by the Cemetery, even though
Yeah.
the annoying kid
Bob.
in it, so annoying. But I think that was a really well-rounded movie. And I actually really love, he did one before Zombie called For the Apocalypse.
Oh, okay.
That's like a spaghetti western type.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did do a lot of spaghetti westerns.
So
on the
that
list.
one was one of my favorites
Oh, okay.
of his.
Cool. Demonio's pretty good. I like that movie. That's a
Okay.
good one.
Yeah, that, yeah, the Beyond.
He's got a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
Fulci.
like Demonia or whatever? Oh, okay, cool. I thought you were saying Demoni. And I was like, that's not Fulci.
No.
I love
Demonio.
Demoni though.
Oh.
We should talk about that movie sometime.
Okay.
Yeah, Zombie might be my favorite, but I really love The Beyond and I really love Gates of Hell. So those are kind of my three favorites. And then I also love House by the Cemetery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how annoying that kid is. And like when I watched that movie, I had no clue that was already a thing. Like everyone, I just knew like House by the Cemetery, Dr. Freudstein. Okay, cool. Like that one I saw pretty late. I didn't see House by the Cemetery till like maybe 3 years ago. And yeah, it was just I was like, why is this freaking kid talk like that? Like, why is he so annoying? Like, I can't believe they actually like just didn't get someone else to do it. Like, oh yeah, that doesn't work. Let's get
Right.
someone else to overdub it. Because with all these Italian movies, like they were when they were filmed, they were shot with like English speaking actors and Italian speaking actors, and they just spoke whatever language they spoke, and everything was overdubbed. Like 100% of the movie's overdubbed. And so it's like they could have got any kid in the world to record that voice. Like, and for some reason they just settled on that kid's voice. And yeah, it makes it so hard to watch the movie. Like genuinely hard to watch the movie. It's so annoying. But that's just one of those things that kind of becomes one of the fun things about the movie,
Right.
you know, that everyone kind of talks about. But it loses its points though. Like there's no way I can, just because it's funny, it still loses points. Like, because it's hard to watch because of that.
Yeah, I think it's starting to like get more of a following now that Joe Bob has showed it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
There's
So
a few
I
movies that are
don't.
getting more of a following now because of Joe Bob.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's still on Shudder because they do gotta take things down after a license.
I
for
think
the
it's still
movies.
on there
Is it still on there?
I think it
I was. I
is.
feel like.
because I was just flipping yesterday.
I feel like it was just part of this last season
yeah.
they did,
Mm-hmm.
which
It should
so
be on
it
there.
should still be on there.
I'll have to watch that one. But
A lot of it's on Tubi too.
Yeah.
yeah, One thing too, like, because I was just thinking about The Beyond, but with Zombie, the music is awesome. It's Fabio Frizzi.
Pretty.
He did the music for The Beyond and Zombie and probably a bunch of other really cool movies that I'm forgetting. But I love the music in Zombie, and we kind of talked about Goblin earlier. They didn't do the music for Zombie 2, Zombie, the one that we're talking about, but they did do a lot of the music for Dawn of the Dead, which I think is so cool. Goblin's just one of my favorite bands ever. And their Dawn of the Dead soundtrack is super awesome. And I thought that they did Zombie for a long time.
I know.
But they did not.
So
there we go.
What zombies do you guys prefer? Do you prefer the Voodoo style, or do you prefer the more sci-fi, like chemical spill, radiation style zombies?
I prefer the more Voodoo. I just feel like that's a little bit more real. I know it's not real, but it's just a little bit more real than...
Yeah, it's grounded in some reality.
And then when I'm watching this, I also had thoughts of another zombie movie that we probably need to talk about one time too, Serpent in the Rainbow.
Oh, yeah.
I love Serpent in the Rainbow. So, yeah.
I was like, there's a lot of good Voodoo movies. I mean, you have The Walking Dead with Boris Karloff. You have those two. I think Plague of the Zombies is about voodoo.
I Walked with the Zombie.
Mm-hmm.
So
White Zombie.
Yeah, a lot of the classical movies are more voodoo.
I just think the voodoo adds more to it and just makes it even more scarier to me.
Yeah, I think, and a lot of the older ones used it too. I mean, little bit of like a racist trope on some of the movies, like
a little bit, yeah.
Like I Walked with a Zombie specifically, and White Zombie, because I think it was this like fear of the unknown and all that. So they were definitely tying a lot of like racism into it. So that's a little bit of a stain on the zombie culture or whatever history. But that's what I like about this like zombie movies, because they use all, it's like a mixture of both, it's like they took all that, like that voodoo zombie lore, and they put it in Haiti and all that, but then they kind of took the like science, Western culture idea of like like biting and killing you and then you become a zombie and all that kind of stuff, and so they kind of blended them together, and so that's why I like this one so much. Because I like the idea of it being all like voodoo and like tiki, like I like all that kind of stuff,
too.
But obviously you don't want it to just like watch a movie and it's all like racist, like it's pretty uncomfortable. Like I mean, a lot of people love I Walked with a Zombie, and there's really cool things to like about it, but I mean it's a pretty racist movie if you watch it today.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh really? I mean it's worth watching, but with a grain of salt.
All right.
Well, we do have some of these products available for Zombie right now, like this amazing poster puzzle from Messed Up Puzzles, as well as the resin statue bus from Trick or Treat Studios. Do they even make the masks anymore?
Yeah.
Do they still make the masks?
I think so.
Because they had the
We're just
poster
out of
zombie
stock.
and they had the boat zombie.
We're just out of stock of them. Right?
Oh yeah, and I think they're out of stock too.
Yeah.
But I don't, as far as I know, like they're still on their website. Like they didn't lose the license or anything. But these busts and
amazing.
the House by the Cemetery bust are like
so good.
Kind of my favorite things that Tots have ever put out. They're so awesome. Like we didn't pull them out of the box, but the back of the boat zombie is so cool, and I don't think there's a picture of it anywhere on the box, unfortunately. But
well, I would say I like the poster zombie because it shows it coming out of the grave on the bus, which I don't know if the camera will pick it up on the side.
Yeah, he's kind of like attached to the grave a little bit, but yeah, he's got these like guts entrails kind of going all the way down to the ground.
I wish that I don't have one of these yet.
Oh really?
Oh, I haven't taken one home yet.
I guess I know it's going home with you today.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know.
Should
it's
we
hard
take
to
it out now.
Yeah.
This one's mine.
Pull them both. Get the boat out.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain without it. Like if I showed it to you, it would make perfect sense, but it's a little hard to explain. But the back of the boat zombie has these like pillars of like a dock or something,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
like they're like wooden, they're like thick wooden like dock pillars, you know, and
You can kind of see.
You can kind of see it on
down
the
here on the bottom.
yeah, it's like
And
literally like
then-
built into his back. It's
Yeah,
really gross.
I can see that on the
Cool.
side here.
Yeah,
Kind of see it, kind of how it's gonna go
Yeah.
up there.
just really cool designs. William
It is.
Paquette sculpted all of those. He
Heavy.
also did the new Frankenstein statue that they're putting out soon.
Oh yeah, good.
And those like vintage trick-or-treaters,
Yeah.
the black and white ones.
Yeah, those
he
are
did those
neat.
too. I would love to see him do a whole bunch of more stuff for Taz, which
I'm sure he will.
yeah, I'm sure he can do whatever he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Justin loves his sculpting.
Yeah, it's awesome. This comes from my collection. That's not for sale. We don't have that.
no.
But these guys are.
For somebody else.
Yeah, I would
Yep,
say
these guys are.
We did just get in these Godzilla figures. These are the round 2.
We don't have the box.
We do not have.
I wanted to show the box.
Oh, hold on.
It's pink.
Yeah, it's set 2. There's a set 1 and a set 2, and they sent set 2 first.
Yes.
So this is set 2.
Godzilla Destroy All Monsters,
Yes.
which I think people will get because it's Ghidorah, but it's also Baby Godzilla.
Yeah, it's so cute. This is
Or
amazing.
Manila, if you want to.
What's this guy's name? 'Cause I'm not. I have
that's
to admit,
King
I'm
Ghidorah.
not. Okay, I'm not real familiar with Godzilla stuff. I will admit with that, but that's cool.
Yeah, I would say the King Ghidorah is a fan favorite in the way of
And they come with the
villains.
little black stands then too, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, cool.
This guy's my favorite.
Yeah.
Is this the
The-
baby Godzilla?
No,
No.
this one's
That's
the Baby
Baby
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Oh. Well, he's cute.
Yeah, that is a Gorosaurus.
And what's this one?
And then
He's
this
cool
one
looking, too.
is Baragon.
Oh, okay.
He has a cheat sheet right here. You
I
guys.
do.
Don't
I
think
don't.
he's-
I'm not that smart. I
Keep
literally
up with all
only
of
knew.
this.
I literally only knew Ghidorah and Baby Godzilla.
Just kidding.
That's
This
funny.
guy's my favorite.
Those are neat. So these are from Mezco. Just got these in. And how much is the set?
This set is $85.
85. Okay. There you go.
So it is pricey, but I mean for 4 figures
Yeah.
with stands, and then
Yeah, and they're little, but they're really highly detailed.
yeah,
Like
Yeah,
the
they're
sculpture's
nice.
really cool, and
Yeah.
the paint is awesome. It has like this whole like blend. It's not just one color.
yeah. I mean, and look how big Ghidorah is.
Yeah, I mean, that's amazing.
especially with the rays coming out.
Yeah. I
Just the
love
mouth
that.
open.
That's just neat.
Yeah, so I know Godzilla is in round 1, and I don't know the other 3. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not sure. It's weird that they would send set 2 first, though.
The first set, yeah, we ordered them both at the same
Yeah,
time, huh?
Yeah.
But-
it's weird. Whatever.
I would like to see like OG maybe in the first set. There's like a 50s one. Is that how he looks?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so I don't remember if Mothra came in the first set as well.
Probably.
I'm not sure. But these are online and in store, and you can get it now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get it online, what is it, 85? Add a few other little things to make it $100, and you get free shipping.
Yeah, like a zombie puzzle.
Yep.
And there you go. That'd be cool.
Grace was working on the Creep Show one.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna try to get her to do the zombie one.
Are y'all
next.
gonna glue it and frame it? And do
Oh yeah,
all
we
that?
always
yeah.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
I tried to do the zombie one, and I got so frustrated
Yeah.
because it literally
It's a lot of the same
It's
colors.
almost-
it's a lot of the same colors,
Yeah.
so it's very hard.
Yeah, we have the Overlook Hotel one, but I don't
That's
know
gotta be hard,
if
that
that'll
one.
ever happen. But Grace, she is really good at them, and she pretty much she tells me she only looks at the shape of the piece. She
Me
said
too.
like it doesn't really matter. And I'm like, I can't understand that. My brain doesn't do that.
I'm like that too. I'm very good at puzzles.
Yeah. Well, I'll get
I
you
have
to
like a
do
whole
this
strategy.
for me.
I have a strategy for puzzles.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get that.
I'm gonna try to get her to do the Overlook one.
That'd be fun.
I think for the Creep Show one, I might have found 5 pieces total. I do Lego
Dang,
sets.
Dylan.
They tell
I
me
do
what to do.
Legos.
No,
why
you get Lego sets and then you never do them.
Are there horror
I do
Legos?
them. I just have a lot I haven't done.
Like did
No.
Lego actually make anything horror?
No, they,
Okay.
it's
They
like
did
in
the
their,
Universal monster line.
Yeah, they did a little bit. Like they did like a little like Frankenstein. They do like cute Halloweeny like brick heads for like stuff like that. But they will never do like straight horror. It's like literally in like their mission statement. Not that we won't do horror specifically, but it's always has to be for kids. Like
okay.
so they originally never wanted to do any kind of weapons until Star Wars came along, and it's like, well, I mean, but we're gonna do Star Wars, like.
Yeah.
But like other than that, and then like there was like little like the pirate sets would have like a little like sword or like a little gun or whatever. So they kind of broke that rule, but they'll never do like you know what? The closest they ever came was they did a really cool Stranger Things set.
Oh, okay.
So but again, that's pretty kid friendly.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, but we'll never get like the Jaws or
no, or like you never know. Maybe like a Godzilla or something. Maybe I could see that happening. Like, but like I mean, they would never do a zombie or like
Freddy, Michael.
Freddy.
exactly. Or
Yeah,
Jason
it's all
or,
the custom ones
Yeah.
that we find at
that we find in the
convention
which
shows.
a Myers house would be cool
Right?
as hell, though.
Right?
I
I'd
saw
love to do a
someone
Myers
like
house.
build one.
Yeah,
I'm sure people.
I bet it
done
didn't look as good as
themselves
if
with
one of the
Legos.
Lego designers did it, though.
Well, no, but
that's
I mean,
the thing with all those sets. It's
but-
always like,
well, that's the thing. Like Lego always does those like competitions or whatever. But hey, create your own sets, and if we like it enough, then we'll mass produce it. And
the
everyone
ideas.
always like. I've seen someone do like a Crystal Lake. I've seen someone do the Myers house, the Freddy house, and
but almost always, always when those, like again, like the horror ones, they'll never do. But like say like the telescope or whatever, like they design it and it's pretty cool. But then like the pros take it and they make it way better and like user friendly and then put it out. It's always so it's always a little bit of a bummer to me when I see, because I mean like it's an art form. I don't do it at all. Like I don't build things without instructions ever, because it's the opposite of why I like Lego, because it tells me exactly what to do and I don't have to think about it. It's like therapeutic. But so people who do that, a lot of respect for them and all that. But it's always like, man, I wish one of the professionals designed that though, because it would be better.
Yeah.
But you know, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Become a professional,
There
and
you
then it'll
go.
be super good.
so I'm trying to think of what else we had coming. We had new Ghost reaction figures come in.
Yep. And Lost Boys came
We
and
had
went.
yeah,
there's
Lost
more on
Boys
the way.
figures came and they
And
went.
There's more on the way. I ordered them yesterday.
So we'll get those up whenever they arrive.
Good Guy dolls came in today.
Good Guy dolls came in today, so those are up on the site now.
For now.
For now.
Right.
Hopefully they're still. Well,
I
mean, if
think-
we're hoping
I don't
they're
think we
sold
sold
out.
25 in an hour.
This will air on Friday.
This will air
We're
on
doing
Friday,
this on
so-
Wednesday, so I don't know.
you never know.
But yeah, we got that.
It's hard to tell because Philip's not here, so I'm not hearing the dinging go off like crazy.
Yeah. Oh, so Philip's proxy for Zombie, by the
Yes,
way,
what-
while we're still here, he liked it.
Oh, he liked it. Yes, Philip liked Zombie. I didn't think that he would because he doesn't, normally like this kind of stuff. But he sat through the whole movie and he really enjoyed it, and he liked the zombies and the special effects
And the scuba diver, I bet.
Yeah. I mean, we both like boobs, so yeah.
Who doesn't like the scuba diver?
Well, then the other girl too.
I was there, yeah.
She- in the shower. She was in the shower, wasn't she?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then
So.
her eye got crushed in.
Yeah.
So sad. Oh well.
But yes, he liked it, so I was very surprised.
Good. It really sucks for that couple that just wanted to go on their boat and like hang out with each
Oh,
other
I know, and then
in the
they
middle
get
of the
through this
ocean.
whole- yeah.
And then they're like, "Hey, take us to this cursed island." They're like, "No, that island's cursed." Like, come on. Okay. And then like
And then all this
yeah,
stuff
and
happened.
then she's the scuba diver chick. She's the one that gets bit by the worm zombie. That's a really intense one. That's the
But
neck.
why-
Yeah,
the
that-
blood
that's
starts
But my
spurting.
question, yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one. But my question is, though, okay, yes, I know we're all good with her being naked, but why are we getting into the ocean with just little string thong bikinis on?
More comfortable. No one else around. You're not in a public pool.
Okay.
You ever swam naked? It's a lot
Not
better.
in the ocean.
It's a lot better.
Well, I bet it is. It's just like, oh, okay, she has no
Yeah.
bathing suit.
Yeah, and I
Cool.
love the shot of like the other guy just like
I know.
I was, and then the other girl just looks at him.
Yeah.
It's just like,
But
She doesn't seem to mind.
Yeah. But yeah, no, yeah, she's like not only is she like totally naked, but then she has that strap, just that one strap. That just like goes right
and they
there.
have to get that shot right there as she's putting it on. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good
So
one.
funny.
Tasteful.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is scary though too. And she's like running away, you know, she's swimming away from the shark. Then she runs into that zombie, you know. It's intense.
There you go. What next?
What movie are we doing next?
Yeah. Oh yeah. What movie are we doing next?
So, are we going to go with Happy Birthday to Me? Because next
can.
week is Shelly Moth's birthday.
Oh!
Hey!
Birthday's on Tuesday, right?
Yep.
So make sure you go tell him happy birthday all day Tuesday. But we can talk about Happy Birthday to Me.
Yeah.
Want to do that?
That'd be cool. I've never seen it, so
Okay, good.
it's one of your favorites, right?
Yeah, it's a good slasher.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right.
Go back to a slasher.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
So happy birthday to me
to
for
me.
next week.
Yep.
Yay. There's no merch whatsoever for that.
No, just the Blu-ray.
Yeah, yeah.
Just the Blu-ray.
I'll bring mine in.
Or DVD if they still make it on DVD.
There's Bloody Birthday too.
Well, that's a good one.
That's a good one too. They're both good.
So,
I want to do Happy Birthday to Me.
Well, would you prefer... Well, I mean, they're technically both slashers. But would you prefer Happy Birthday to Me, where it's kind of like Who Done It? Or would you prefer Bloody Birthday, where it's a bunch of kids go off killing adults?
Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't seen either of them. Let's do Happy Birthday to Me, since that's the one that you said, and then I'll still try to watch.
Bloody Birthday.
What's it called? Bloody Birthday. I'll try to watch them
Yeah,
both.
they're both good. Cool. That's what we're doing.
Yep.
And then what's next after that? I don't think we...
We don't have anything until Texas Frightmare.
Right.
So, I don't know if we made a post or not, but we're going to be taking a break from in-store signings until September. Mainly because we feel like people are kind of fatigued with it, but also we're going to be crazy busy with conventions, as is.
Yeah.
So we don't want to burn ourselves out before we even get to Christmas.
Yeah, we just need to take a break for a minute, that's all. Focus on some other stuff.
Yeah, so...
and that's really about it.
Yeah.
And I know we're going to have an Easter sale. Me and Philip already talked about that. So when Easter comes up, we'll have a sale for that.
Zombie Jesus sale.
Yeah. There you go. I think that's really it for April.
So, yeah, that's about it. So...
Bye.
Anything else? Yeah, I got nothing else. I got that. Oh, check out Dylan's new masks. He brought in a bunch of new masks for Monster Resurrection.
Oh, cool.
So we got the Moon Goon in finally,
Moon Goon.
and then the Gorilla mask is amazing.
Oh yeah, Zach did an awesome job with
Yeah,
that one.
like it looks better than the Kong mask.
I haven't seen it yet. I'll have to go look.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We put a bunch out there. The haunted hag mask I put out there too. That one's been like really popular, like in private sales and all that. So hopefully that one will do good here. And that's the one that Lord Grimley's is going to be mass producing. So I don't know if I'll even be making those much more. Because I originally, like, I was going to... So I usually sell this for, like, $60, and I was going to move up, like, the artist editions to, like, 100 because I figured you could get the Lord Grimley one for, like, 60. But I think they're going to be selling it for, like, 30 or $40. So I'll probably just, like, stop making them.
There you go.
Maybe I'll rehaul my own
Rehaul your own.
mask. But
Make up another one.
yeah. They're just working on other ones. Yeah, there's a lot more down the line. Like we've finished like I think 4 or 5 sculptures that like we haven't released yet or anything like that. So we're still working on all of those. And yeah, so I think if you just go into the Nightmare Toys website and you just go to masks, they should be up towards the top because they were most recently added. But you can always just search Monster Resurrection and all the masks and candles and stuff will pop up. Thanks for the plug, Brian.
There we
You're
go.
welcome. So
And check them out on Instagram too. Monster Resurrection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Monster Resurrection Studios. Monster Resurrection is a 13-year-old child.
Monster Resurrection Studios.
Which, he's a cool 13-year-old
Yes, he
child.
is.
He makes masks and shit. He's cool. But
he's a
a lot
cool
of
little
people-
dude.
Yes,
yeah,
he is.
I think
He's
a
so
lot
much
of people
fun.
will talk to him and they think that they're talking to me or
Or
Zach or someone. It's like, he's a kid.
That's so funny.
He's an awesome kid, though.
He is.
We're lucky to know him.
So
This one goes out to you, Cash.
Yeah, Cash.
Bye.
Bye. That's it.
Bye.
Bye. See you next week.